program quiz session conducted by the Gradeup IAS team for the subject of history, especially dedicated to the EPFO examination. So guys, welcome back and welcome again on this platform. If you are watching on the YouTube, welcome and good evening to all of you guys, those who are watching on the application. So welcome again here. And friends, today we are going to do the 5 most crucial questions which are actually asked in the previous year's exams conducted by the UPSC for EPFO. All right, so this part is going to have the test for a quiz for the history. Okay, so here friends, without wasting further time, so let's wait at least for a couple of minutes so that more people can join in, and then we will start up the questions. Okay, so I hope that all of you are doing really great and your preparations are going extremely fine in this cold weather. All right guys, so let's get started with the first question. It is very simple question, but yes, tricky as well. Close options are there. Gayatri, a very good evening Gayatri. So I hope that all of you guys are enjoying the chills outside in the inside your house. You are all doing studying ready with the good time to enjoy this quiz session, guys. Try to solve this question. This first question says, what was the ratio between the number of Indian soldiers and the number of the European soldiers before the 1857 rebellion? All right, so let's see how many more people can answer it. Kavya, Gayatri, Anjani, Preeti, all of you guys. Ayodhya Prasad, come up with your answers, guys. Come up with your answers. Let's see that which is the correct answer in this. All right, so more people are answering. Kundan, Gayatri, Prasanna, very nice. Prakash, Vishwakarma. So guys, make sure those who are watching it on the YouTube, especially for the EPFO guys, it's very rare. See, for example, I just request you all that please do share it with all of your friends so that they can take the advantage of this opportunity that they are here to practice the live quiz session. Very important guys. I will be discussing the answers also, so no worries at all. All right. Okay, Pankaj Tiwari has also answered. Okay. Yes, Priya Kumari, this is the free of cost class. This class is not going to have you any charges for that. Absolutely free of cost, and you can attend this class on every day 5 p.m. for the EPFO. All right, we are coming with the important topics, quiz and all those programs for it on every day at 5 p.m. okay, for the EPFO. Not only that, also at 8 p.m. we will be coming up with the significant topics, all right, every day, so you can enjoy all those free classes without any charges. So let's check the answer to this question, guys. Answer is going to be A. So Pankaj Tiwari ji had answered initially wrong, but later he corrected it. All right, so guys, basically it is a plain fact that the ratio of the Indian soldiers to the European soldiers was 5:1. 5:1. And after revolt of 1857, it was reduced to 2:1. Okay, 2:1. So that means even after the rebellion, the Indian soldiers were twice as many as the European soldiers. So guys, it will not be wrong to say that the British used our strength, our manpower, our army, our resources to rule on ourselves. All right. Ram Ram ji, Hansraj Meena, Ram Ram. So Devendra Singh, hello. So guys, make sure that whenever, see, this is just a MCQ, just an MCQ, right? But when these type of MCQs are applied to understand the concept, this is what the utility of this quiz session is going to be. Because if you would have solved it in the practice sessions, exams, etc., just question. But guys, try to understand that this ratio indicated that 5 times more number of soldiers than the European soldiers. So Indians were this much in number, still they fought against their own countrymen because they had no concept of the nationalism. Alright guys, no concept of the nationalism. So this is what important to understand. Okay, Preeti Bhatt, Rustam Raj. So guys, you are all demanding to explain in Hindi. So let me tell you that this lecture is however supposed to be in English only, but just for your sake, for your help, in Hindi also I will be explaining it. Alright. So guys, यहाँ पर कहने का मतलब ये है कि इंडियन सोल्जर्स का जो इंडियन भारतीय सैनिकों की जो संख्या थी वो कितनी 5 गुने ज्यादा थी अगर हम कंपेयर करें या उसको यूरोपियन सोल्जर्स के साथ. ऑलराइट, तो कहने का मतलब ये कि इंडियन सोल्जर्स के पास किसी भी तरीके से राष्ट्रवाद की कोई भावना, नेशनलिज्म का कोई भी कॉन्सेप्ट इंडिया के सैनिकों में नहीं था या इंडियन सैनिकों में नहीं था, इसलिए वो ब्रिटिश लोगों के साथ काम करके भी अपने ही यहाँ के राजाओं के खिलाफ लड़ रहे थे. क्लियर? नाउ देन सो this next question, right? Second question is saying that. So guys, is this first question explanation clear to all of you? Everyone? Is this question explanation clear to all of you? Everyone? Now, so let's move to the next question, guys. So here, second question. Consider the following statements regarding the Defense of India Act 1915. Alright. Good evening, Nikita. Acha, Alf Khan, it is not clear. Please explain it again. Alf Khan, I think, did you join in the beginning of the session? Because if you did not join in the beginning of the session, guys, those who have joined it since the beginning, I think their time is really crucial. So just for the sake of once, I just wanted to explain that Indian soldiers lacked the concept of nationalism and therefore they worked for the British company against their own members. Okay, Alf? Now, consider the following statements regarding the Defense of India Act 1915. The main purpose of this act was to curtail the nationalist and revolutionary activities of the Indian independent movement during and in the aftermath of the First World War. Clear? First World War. The act gave powers to the local government to appoint 3 commissioners for trials who may be below the rank of High Court judges. Which is correct? This is a standard question, guys. Please try to answer it and let's see how many of you can answer it correctly. Let's see how many of you can answer correctly. Parul Sood has already answered it. Very good, Parul. Rudra Mishra has also answered it. So I am waiting for more answers to come. Waiting for more answers to come. Okay, Devendra Singh, Ashish Tiwari, Gayatri, Kivesh Garg, Pankaj. Yes, Pankaj, that is correct to a great extent. It was against that, but it was also applied all over the country. All right. Priya Kumari, Priya, definitely there would be some series about it. So I will be giving you a particular number at the end of this lecture. So Priya, just make sure that you note down that number and call on that number so that you can get the better answer to your queries. All right. So here, I have been getting a lot of answers from Preeti, Bipin Chandra, Ayodhya, Manutosh Paul, Pankaj Tiwari, Dinesh Kumar, Kavya Raj, right, all of you guys. Okay, fine. So let's check for the answer to this question. All right, answer is going to be C, both 1 and 2. All right, answer is going to be C, both 1 and 2. And if suppose, let's see this at what is going to be the explanation for this part, guys. So basically, the Defense of India Act, everybody understand this point, that Government of India Act was an emergency act. It was an emergency act that was passed during during the World War One. During the World War One, to defend the Indian interests, right? During the time of the insurgency. All right, during the time of insurgency. Clear? So whosoever planned any conspiracies against the British Empire in India, so that particular person was subjected to the arrest without any trial. Arrest without any trial. Guys, this may also be a question. That which was the first application of this particular act. So obviously it was first applied during the first Lahore conspiracy, that is the Ghadar conspiracy, and therefore many people think that it was just for the Ghadar, but it is wrong. It was not just for the Ghadar conspiracy, however first applied against the Ghadar conspiracy. And what was the feature, guys? That it gave the power to the local government to appoint 3 commissioners for the trial of any such cases. Okay. And one more thing, guys, which is not mentioned here, I would like to tell you that I think most of you might be aware that the Rowlatt Act was nothing but the continuation of the Defense of India Act 1915. All right, it was the similar and continuation of that. Yes, Farul, that's very good. So it is the next question, guys. So let's see the next question. Which among the following statement is not correct? Not correct. Read this very carefully. Not correct. Clear? Dadabhai Nauroji founded the Indian Association. Firoz Shah Mehta was the founding member of the Bombay Presidency Association. Shishir Kumar Ghosh founded the Indian League. And P. Anand Charlu was the founding member of the Madras Mahajan Sabha. Clear? Very simple question related to the topic of the pre-Congress organizations in the India's national struggle. Alright, India's national movement, pre-Congress organizations founded by some great leaders. So this is from that topic, modern Indian history. Try to answer this. Ashish Tiwari, Soumya Jain. So all of you guys, those who joined initially in this session, make sure that you appear and you attempt all the questions. So Pankaj Tiwari, very good. Rudra Mishra, Pankaj and Preeti Bhatt, Ashish Tiwari, Soumya Jain, all of them have answered it. Gayatri, Kevesh, Kavya Raj. So Kavya have also answered it. Kavya has also answered it. Parul has also answered it now. Thakur Meenakshi Singh, history PGT class कब से है? मीनाक्षी जी एक्चुअली उसके लिए सही प्लेटफॉर्म नहीं है ये, बिकॉज मुझे इसका एग्जैक्टली आइडिया नहीं है कि कौन सी क्लास कब से स्टार्ट होगी, बिकॉज आई एम अ कंसल्टेंट हियर. आप जो है ग्रेडअप की हेल्पलाइन पर कॉल करके या उनकी वेबसाइट पर ईमेल करके आप उनके ईमेल एड्रेस पर यू कैन इंक्वायर अबाउट दैट. अदरवाइज आप इसी लेक्चर के आखिर में मैं आपको एक नंबर दूंगा, यू कैन ऑल्सो इंक्वायर अबाउट दैट ऑन दिस नंबर. ठीक है? नाउ definitely Soumya, you can do that. Okay guys, so try to answer this question very quickly, and I think most of you have answered. So let's check the solution to this question, guys. A, statement A is wrong. Statement A is wrong. And why so? Because we know it that Dadabhai Nauroji, right? Dadabhai Nauroji was associated with the Bombay Association and East Indian Association. East Indian Association in London, right? London, and Dadabhai Nauroji was associated with the Bombay Association as a founder member. So these two associations were related to Dadabhai Nauroji, whereas Surendranath Banerjee and Anand Mohan Bose were the founders of the Indian Association, also called as the Indian Association of Calcutta. Okay, and similarly there was the Bombay Presidency Association called as the Indian Association of Bombay. It was founded by the Firoz Shah Mehta. Alright, Firoz Shah Mehta. Other informations like that, Shishir Kumar Ghosh was the founder of the Indian League. That is absolutely correct. Okay, Shishir Kumar Ghosh was the founder of the Indian League. Absolutely correct. And P. Anand Charlu, along with the other leaders like G.S. Iyer or G. Subramaniam Iyer and P. Anand Charlu, these were the founders of the Madras Mahajan Sangha. Clear? Priyanka Maurya, very good evening, very good evening. Guys, question number 4. So what was the reason behind the gradual extension of the Rayatwadi system all over South India? Rayatwadi, Mahalwadi, permanent settlement, or Rayatwadi, Mahalwadi and Sthai Bandobast. These are the different types of the lands, the revenue settlements. All of you must know about it. Option A, agriculture was still traditional in South as compared to the Northern India. Option B, land in the South was not as productive as that of the Northern India. Option C, land holdings were completely fragmented in the South, necessitating the individual clearance of the land revenue. Option D, there were no traditional zamindars in the South. According to you, what should be the correct answer? Yes, Parul has answered it the earliest. So guys, the target should be that you must get 5 on 5. If you are getting it, that means your preparation is going on smooth. If you're not, then some work is required on your preparation, guys. Clear? Okay, so Rudra, Kivesh, Rajkumar, and Kiran, Kavya all have answered. Very good. So guys, I expect that all of you are studying history very nicely. I expect that. Okay, because what happens that most of us take the history just as the collection of some fact and we just ignore the conceptual part. So it is not going to help you out in the UPSC examination, guys. So make sure that you understand the proper reason behind your answer. Okay, so let's hope for some more answers. Bipin Chandra Vajpayee, sir, your name is outstanding. You belong to the same name who was the very profound writer of the modern Indian history, Bipin Chandra. So Bipin Chandra Vajpayee ji, you must answer it correctly. There is a big burden on your shoulders, everyone. Okay, so let's check the answer to this question, guys, and answer is going to be D. Answer is going to be D. Many people may think that it was A, right? It was A, like agriculture was still traditional. Some people may think that land in South was not as productive as that of Northern India. Guys, sometimes what happens that there are some options of which you have to choose the most correct answer. None of these, let me tell you very clearly, none of these are absolutely true. However, the most correct among these is the option D, because these things cannot happen. All right, land holdings were completely fragmented in South India. It is not possible, because that was the time when there used to be the zamindari system everywhere, but there was no traditional zamindars. There may be some question on this option as well. However, this is more correct than A, B or C. Clear? So this should be your answer. Why? Because as you can see, guys, in this system the ownership rights were handed over to the peasant because the British controlled areas, there were no traditional landholding societies. Okay, landholding societies. Okay, so therefore, guys, this should be the answer. However, some people may say that that there might be the landlords in the areas of, say, Mysore, all right, in the areas of Mysore, in the areas of, say, Tamil Nadu. However, these areas were not having the traditional landlords, as in the case of Bengal, in the case of UP, Bihar, or even in Punjab area. Clear? Because we understand one point, that these areas were mostly not under direct control of even the Mughals. Clear? Now, next and the last question. I'm sorry for that. Next and the last question. Which of the following pairs is not correctly matched? Janskar, transitory duty levied on the Indian commodities. Okay. Bipin Chandra, my language is Hindi. That's very good. Then Mutarfa, that is the tax on the handlooms. Then Sayur, that is the huge ships made up of coir. Then which is not correctly matched? A, that is the 1 and 2. B, that is 2 and 3. C, that is, yes guys, I'm sorry for that. And D, that is none of the above. Pankaj Tiwari, very smart, and just quickly saw that. Okay. Actually, what happened, that just cursor was pressed twice, so that's why it happens. So I think this question should be declared as the negligible. Let's see how many of you answer this. Still, some people might be there who missed that golden blink. Okay, golden blink. Let's see that how many of you have missed that. Yes, guys. Okay, so Sharad Yadav. Yes, I didn't show that, Parul. I didn't show that. Actually, what happened, that came up with a double click, and double click on that button. So that's why. So all of you have seen the answer, so it's no value. I'm sorry for that. I just spoiled the last question. And Ujjwal is asking that source of these questions. All right, source of this question. So guys, what happened? The source of this question is basically coming from the different books. For example, just I will tell you, some of the books include the books like Poonam Dahiya, okay, Poonam Dahiya, Neelkant Shastri, okay, Neelkant Shastri. Some other books like the question compilations released by different publication houses. Okay, the one is released by the Arihant. Even the Gradeup team also contributes to these questions. They make these questions by reading different books. Okay. All right. So I think those who have already seen it, guys. So let me ask one different questions. Okay. One different question, and that question is just not given here. Now, try to answer this question that I am going to write for you. Okay, all those who have seen this. So just make sure that you answer this question. Which of the following was a type of tax? Okay, so here options like 3 would be there. 1, 2, 3. Polaj and Parti, Udrang and Shrub. Okay, and your choices are A, 1 and 2, B, 1, 2 and 3, C, 3 and 4, and D, 1, 3 and 4. Guys, try to answer this. Try to answer this question. Which of the following was a type of tax? Polaj, And Udrang, Parti, Shrub. Soumya Mishra, don't worry about it. Don't worry about your language. What happens that basically you should be reading the, first of all, to every student whosoever attends this session, I have the same suggestion for every student, that they should be first of all focusing on their basics. If their basics are sufficiently strong, then they should move to the higher books. Okay, so first of all, Soumya, you should go with the go through the NCRTs. All right, old as well as the new NCRTs. Before you start the reading old one, try to read first the new NCRTs. After that, go through the old NCRTs. If you are done with those two set of books, believe me that you can solve most of the questions. After that, if you are not able to solve the question, then you can refer to the standard books and more practice papers. All right. So, okay. So, from which topic you are asking these questions? Parul Sood. Madam, this question which I am asking right now, this is related to the history of India and different types of the taxes, different types of taxes belonging to the medieval history of India. Okay, come up with your answer. So many people have started answering it. Are you okay? Ruhi Aziz is answering it. Sharad Yadav has answered. Parul, Pankaj. Okay, very good. Okay, fine. Guys, come up with more answers. Come up with more answers. Because those who saw the option because of my fault, I think they must try to answer this. Okay. राजकुमार राठौर, ईपीएफओ में ओनली मॉडर्न इंडियन हिस्ट्री ही है. अरे सर, ओनली मॉडर्न इंडियन हिस्ट्री ही है. सो these taxes were also, right, these taxes were also, or these terms, not taxes, these terms were also in the use even during the later Mughals, all right, which will coincide with the British times as well. So don't worry about it, right? Just try to answer. All right, so Bipin Chandra. Okay guys, that's good. So don't waste time. Let's see the answer to this question. Polaj and Parti, these were the types of the land under the Mughals land revenue system, right? The classification of land, Polaj and Parti. It was the cultivable land. It was the land which was cultivable but alternate years. Parti. Udrang and shrub. Okay, Udrang and shrub, these used to be the taxes. This was the tax in the ancient and this was the tax in the medieval. However, the shrub basically, that was also used by the later Mughals, particularly in southern India, where the ponds were used for the irrigation purpose, started by the Tughlaqs. Okay, and here these classifications, guys, these were continued. Parti, even in the modern India also, this term is used under the land classification. Parti. Okay, Parti. Clear? Yes. Rajkumar Rathore. Yes, sir. Rajkumar ji, it's absolutely correct, because in in the EPFO, what happens? The modern history is asked. All right. I am simply giving you a compensation question from history. All right. Compensation question from history. So don't worry. Okay. Don't worry. Be relaxed, because history does not mean that only modern history. Only modern history. Sometimes just for the sake of change, because all this answer was exposed. All right. So I think you did not see that answer, Rajkumar ji. So guys, be focused that EPFO asks only modern history. Okay, so don't worry about the question number last which you could not answer. that was just to compensate this question which answer was already seen to you. Clear? So guys, I hope that this was something useful and something worth to learn from this session, isn't it? What do you say, guys? World history for EPFO, definitely Sharad. World history for EPFO will be covered in the upcoming quiz programs. So do not worry about that. All right, do not worry about that. We will be covering up in the upcoming quiz programs as well. Clear? So just take the explanation. Janskar, that was the huge ship made of coir. That is correct. And Mortufa, that was the tax on handlooms. And Siu, that was the transitory duty on the Indian commodities. Clear, guys? So thank you so much for watching it, and those who have not taken the subscription till now, they can go ahead to have the subscription to the Gradeup Super. Guys, till yesterday we had the sale on 25th December that was going on, so you might have taken advantage of that. Those who were having some doubts, can you please note down this number, guys, especially the students who were asking some questions related to the new courses or PGT and all those courses. Make sure that you note down this number 96500 52904. all right, and then what happens, it will be helping you out. Clear? It will be helping you out. So guys, thank you so much, and let's meet in the next session. Till then, take care and bye bye.